The off-road car racing fraternity converged on the Carnival City Casino and Entertainment Complex near Brakpan for the final round of the 2001 SA National Off-Road Car Racing Championship. The top 10 after 2 laps and 270 kilometers of the Carnival City Casino 400. Stay with us for more action from the final lap of the Carnival City Casino 400. The muddy saga of the Carnival City Casino 400 continues. The Nissan pit at the Carnival City Casino complex was a hive of activity. De Villiers and Jordan had a 7-minute lead over the Ford of Woolwich and Scotthammer. Reineker's Toyota was overheating and service crews set about pressure washing the radiator to clean away the mud. Nothing could be done about the clutch problem, and it was decided to adopt a cautious approach on the final lap. Chevek Senior and Vosloo picked up a puncture on the second lap and were experiencing problems with poor visibility in the muddy conditions. Franz Chevek Jr. shares his viewpoint with us.
All the special vehicles, the two-wheel drive vehicles, are battling a hell of a lot today. It's terribly muddy, it rained the whole night, and they're really battling. A lot of them have fallen out, but the team's running well. We're leading at the moment. Sad not to be in the car, but because of the conditions, in a way, it's actually nicer to be out here. The guys are really suffering out there today.
Carolyn and Testega limped into the pits with a punctured rear tire. They had dropped to 5th overall and 4th in the production vehicle category. Championship contender Jimmy van Vieren was out of the race, so the Pajero Cruise Championship was still alive, provided they finished well up the order.
Peterson gave us a puncher, and then Carl jumping out a second, and then we went through some sand and we got 2 punches and got no more space. So we fixed the one and we've just run out of tires, but we're having a bad day. In fact, we're having a very bad day.
Unfortunately, the wheel change took longer than expected. Pity the special vehicle crews in their open cockpit vehicles. They had to endure sitting in mud and getting wet, and visibility was also a huge problem with helmet visors fogging up. Despite the tough conditions, rookies Makahaneni and Stangl maintained 2nd place in the special vehicle category.
For the trucks for the 4x4. For us it's been hit and miss, you know, but we're getting there slowly, and there's nothing to buy up.
The Monster Vacation Van's Jeep had been totally rebuilt before the Carnival City Casino 400, but was now looking slightly the worse for wear. Multiple karting and Formula Ford champion Claudio Piazzamuso took over the wheel from brother Paolo.
A bit of problems with the water in the dizzy. Apart from that, we broke a blade in the radiator on the fan because of the mud. That made us lose quite a lot of time. But apart from that, we're taking it easy and trying to get the truck to the end.
Woolwich and Scotthammer took over the lead from De Villiers and Jordan when the Nissan pair picked up a puncture that cost them 8 minutes. The Nissan also broke a front Stevie joint and was reduced to 2-wheel drive. De Villiers and Jordan kept up the pressure, but making up the 8 minutes they lost would be a tall order in the muddy conditions. There was no stopping Franz Chevek Senior and Philip Vosloo in the V-Motors Chenoweth. They had a lead of almost a half hour on Atang Makahaneni and Mike Stangl in the SAM Racing Jimco. Reineker and Houghton dropped a place to Chevek Senior when they picked up their 4th puncture. Wisely, they decided to hold station and get the ailing Castrol Toyota Land Cruiser to the finish. Pitt Hasbrook and Christo Bosch picked up the Class D win in the Castrol Toyota Land Cruiser, and Bosch won the Class D Co-Drivers Championship. Makahaneni and Stangl had acquitted themselves well in their rookie year, with a Botswana businessman showing that he is quite capable of holding his own against the more experienced drivers in the special vehicle category. A phenomenal performance by Manfred Schroeder and Jack Peckham in the Mareka Ford Ranger. They never ran outside the top 10 and were easy winners in Class E. Steve Weichelt and J.J. Kelly had a steady run in the N1 4x4 Pajero and finished 6th in the production vehicle class and 2nd in Class D. Carolyn and Testega's championship hopes were dashed when a lower rear ball joint broke on the Pajero, and they lost 40 minutes and 4 places to finish 7th in the production vehicle category. Hein Grobler and Harold Prinsloo's steady progress was halted when they proceeded to get the value Nissan hardbodies stuck in a mud hole. they would require some help. Help was soon on its way in the form of teammates Duncan Foss and Mike Griffith. A bit of a moment there for Foss.
And punctures and muddy and
Foss was unable to get Wobbler's Nissan out of the mud, and he and Griffith went on to finish 8th in the production vehicle category and 3rd in Class D. The vacation van's Jeep approached the mud hole far too slowly. What was needed was to charge through the mud as fast as possible. Locking the front wheels only served to compound the problem, and, predictably, the 2.8-ton monster buried itself into the mud. Several attempts were made to extricate the Jeep from the cloying mud, but without success. Maurice Borain managed to get out and went on to win Class B in the Top Trans Mighty Mag. Wobbler's Nissan was still stuck, and 3 tow vehicles couldn't budge the Jeep. The rattling noise was the broken drive shaft that robbed the Jeep of 4-wheel drive. Wobbler was finally clear of the mud, and he and Princely headed for home and 9th in the production vehicle category. Not even manpower could help in the case of the Jeep. 4 hours later, a large tractor from a neighboring farm finally managed to pull the Jeep out of its muddy grave. A few kilometers to go, and it was the Mareka Ford Ranger of Woolwich and Scotthammer in the lead. The 4.6-litre V8-powered vehicle had performed faultlessly, and the experienced crew was in line for their 3rd win of the season.
What can I say? It's fantastic. It's like a dream come true. It's been a bloody hard race, I must say. You know, I think we put too much fuel in for the start, and we had too much of a heavy load, and we really battled on the first lap with the car sideways all the time, and we punctured 2 tyres, and I think we lost about 7 minutes, and then we just slowly picked them back, and yeah.
Only 12 of the 38 production vehicles that entered for the Carnival City Casino 400 finished the grueling race. Ford picked up wins in Class T and E, while Class D honors went to Toyota.
and Ron Walker from Carnival City.
A record 7th win for Franz Czepek Sr. and Philip Horsley's first win. The Czepeks had no equal during the 2001 season and wrapped up the Special Vehicle Driver and Co-Drivers Championship 3 events ago.
In 3rd position overall.
It was a wonderful event, really nice, well organized, well marked. If it was a little bit less rain, a little bit less mud, it would have been ideal. It's going to be a great event in the future. But yeah, it was a good time out there.
The special vehicle field was decimated by the muddy conditions. Only 6 of the 38 special vehicle entries managed to complete the Carnival City Casino 400.
What a great day. Look, we had a little bit of a rain at the end, but we were really blessed with the weather during the day. And I think off-road motorsport has got a problem because the public is going to demand that they do it at places like Carnival City in the future. Everything works so well. The whole setup out here, you can stand on tar and watch off-road racing in the dirt. Now, where else in the world can you do that? We enjoyed it enormously. The crowds loved it. The crowds all around the place at all the viewpoints were packed out, and I think it was just a fantastic event.